When I was first getting started as a voiceover artist, there were a bunch of things that used to trip me up, and they're probably ending up tripping you up as well. So today we're going to talk about the 5 things that I wish that I knew when I was first getting started as a voiceover artist, that now that I do know, they help to shortcut my career. First and foremost, thank you to all of my patrons over on Patreon. If you want deeper dives, behind-the-scene content, script breakdowns, please go ahead and join over on Patreon. It is free to join. Now, let's get right back into it. The 5 things. Number 1, you shouldn't do this alone. This is not a career, a craft, a field that you want to do by yourself. When you're trying to do everything by yourself, you don't know the things that you don't know. You don't know if this radio personality voice that you're doing, which might sound really good, is not popular in the industry. Therefore, nobody will go after it. You don't know how people want you to sound conversationally or what conversational actually means because you're doing everything in a void, in a vacuum. Taking classes, finding a private instructor, or getting mentorship was the number one thing that I did to supercharge my career. In getting a mentor and taking classes, I have in 1 year found agency representation and through that been able to join SAG-AFTRA. So, you don't want to do this alone. That's number 1. Thing number 2 that will help supercharge your career. You want to be uber specific about what you're in this industry for, and understand that there are other things that you need to do to supplement it. What do I mean by that? I got into this to do anime dubbing. That was my bottom line. It has expanded since then, but that was number 1. Understand that that does not pay a lot. It is something that I'm still passionate about and something that I am pursuing, but it does not pay a lot. If you are locked in on only wanting to do one thing, you need to research how much that thing actually pays. Now that I'm doing commercial jobs, that's the bulk of my income. I make the bulk of my money doing commercial work because it pays significantly better and it frees up the bandwidth to be able to do the dubbing jobs that I like. So understand, it's not just about what you want to do, but open yourself up to all the fields in voiceover, whether that be medical narration, whether you are doing documentary work, whether you are live, whether you're dubbing, doing video games, doing commercials. There is a wealth and a plethora of different things that you can be doing as a voiceover artist. That's number 2. On to number 3, the third thing that I wish that I knew is you really do not want to be held back by only being an actor. This is confusing because we love acting, of course. That's why we're in it. We're in it to do interactives, video games. We're in it to do anime dubs. We're in it to do all of this stuff. But the most essential thing that I've learned is that you can truly connect and truly start to be able to open yourself up to taking on those roles, getting those gigs, landing those jobs, once you open yourself up to things outside of acting. Whether that be travel, reading, photography, watching films and television, any creative endeavor outside of the world of acting that opens you up and expands your range beyond just acting. When I first got started, I poured every minute in a day into doing this. I structured my day for 5 to 8 hours would be studying the individual topics within acting, that framework, the business of acting, what it actually means to cold read, how to do script analysis. That's all that I was doing. And I was not booking. Even though I was technically competent, I didn't have the skills nor the understanding nor the life to be able to bring realism to the projects that I was reading. I was either reading with a voice or reading with a plan, but never reading with a perspective. So open yourself up to the things outside of voice acting, and you're going to see that's going to radically enhance your performances. That's number 3. Number 4. The 4th thing that I wish that I knew was that you need to be extremely good at the technical side of doing this stuff. We think that we are mainly going to be putting on voices as voice actors. We're going to mainly be, reading scripts and doing the things that an actor typically does. 90% of my job is spent at that computer behind me, sending emails, doing auditions, not actually doing the work that you would expect as an actor. Working in Pro Tools, how to figure out your mic placement, how you actually treat your room and your environment, how you're actually making it so that your recordings sound as good as they can. Do you have an EQ chain? Do you have a compressor? Do you have hardware? Are you using plugins? Knowing how to edit, knowing how to actually get Source Connect to work when the damn thing decides to work. All of these things are the technical elements of being a voice actor. Aside from that, you are a business owner as a voice actor. Are you sending out invoices? Yeah, you might have an agent, you might have a manager, but for the clients that you get, you sending them invoices? Are you staying in communication and contact with them? How are you juggling that? How are you juggling your pay-to-plays or free-to-play websites? All of these are the things outside of just acting that I wish that I understood as a voice actor. And number 5, the most important, is that your job is not the words. It is not your job to read the words down, so to speak. As an actor, voice actor specifically, on screen as well, we believe that we have to memorize the lines and deliver the lines, and that's our job. But it's not. Our job is to bring emotions and real physical emotions and connection through our performances of those lines. So our homework is to do the imagination work. It's to do the scene study. It's to do the script analysis. It's to figuring out the who, what, why, where, when, and how. It's to do all of this and more, and to memorize the lines. But when it comes to the actual performance, the end client wants you to make a performance, to live in the words, not to simply just deliver the words. AI can just deliver the words. It's our job as actors to do your homework so that you can bring a perspective and live in the actual words in the moment. That is the thing that finally started getting me jobs. Aside from everything else, when I had a perspective and something to say through the lines that were provided, that's when I finally started booking. So I hope you take these 5 things and you go forth and strengthen your voice acting career. And if you would like to strengthen your voice acting career further, you can do so by joining the free tier over on Patreon, where we have more behind the scenes, where we have deeper dives, we have script analysis, we have imagination exercises, the whole 9 yards to get you more proficient as the actor you are. So thank you so much for joining. Stay creative, touch grass, drink water, and I'll catch you in the next video.